Tântăm, tântăm. Bună seara, dragilor! Suntem live, suntem aici la Anul Bucovina, într-o zonă superbă și suntem la întâlnirea cu doi dintre cei mai titrați și cunoscuți alergători din alergarea montană din lume. La ora actuală suntem cu Robert și cu Paul și... Paul. Și vreau să vă mulțumesc tare, tare mult că sunteți aici cu noi. Eu nu vă rețin foarte mult, las pe Mateo. Mateo, te rog frumos, hai să vedem. Oamenii au întrebări, noi avem, ei au răspunsuri, așa că va fi o seară foarte, foarte interesantă. Vă rog să vă pregătiți întrebările.
Yeah, so we will speak, I hope it's okay for everyone, exclusively in English, so that everyone here can understand us. Our first question will be for our guest, Pau. We know it's your first time running in Romania, yes? How do you like it so far here in this country? Not necessarily the running, but this country. You know, you've been in Cluj, you've been in Câmpul Lung, you've been to Rarău today. How do you like it?
Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for the welcome. Yeah, I like it. I have been 2 days only, so I have not got a lot of time. But tomorrow, I think that when I finish the race, I will say that I love Romania. First of all, the food is amazing, so that's very nice. We like it, so it's important. And then the people, you and the organizers, Paul and all the team of Bucovina race is fantastic. So I travel a lot during my year in different countries, from Japan to Spain to Europe, and this is one of the best places that we feel more comfortable, so thank you so much. And tomorrow with Robert and the other athletes, I'm sure that we will have a good battle in the mountain.
Yeah, so you like it here. Our next question is for Robert. We know you have raced and won probably almost all the races in Romania, and you have also ran races in his home country, in Spain, like Gran Canaria or Peñagolosa. So how do you compare these with the races here in Romania, in your home, you can say?
It's a really good question, Mateo. I don't know if you put it or somebody. I was thinking about this question before, because with the presence of Pau here, I was thinking that I raced a lot in Spain, but he didn't race a lot in Romania, so there is an imbalance yet. But I hope this is a start for him to come back and to see different parts of our country, which are very beautiful, and different mountains that we have. So for me, the experience in Spain was very painful, more painful than here in Romania. And because it's a very high competition, and from the beginning of my journey in the ultra running event, I wanted to compare myself with the best runners in the world. So that's why I put myself in the start of competition like Gran Canaria or Peñagolosa. But unfortunately, other people have had the same mentality to win races and to compare themselves. So it was painful, it was more hot than here. But actually, maybe I'm a little subjective, because here is my home, and here we have this beautiful green lands, and it's hard to say that if I choose one of the other, but if you have a mix of them, it's a perfect combination.
And Robert almost perfectly put my next question on the table with one of his last phrases. We know that here in Romania, especially the trails are different because it's very raw and wild. Many times here you're not even on a trail, maybe you're just on a field or running through cows or in people's backyards maybe. How do you think this, how big of a difference does this make to the races where maybe you're on trails, on the mountains at 2,500 meters, and how different is it really? Pau, we can start with you.
I don't know because I have not run yet, but in all the races, normally we have some parts like this. So I think that the most important thing is that we love running the mountain. It doesn't matter if it's in a single track or with cows or with bears, no, that you have here. So it doesn't matter, but yeah, the most important thing is that when you are running, you are feeling the terrain, and you are concentrate for your job that it's run, and yeah, we'll see tomorrow. I did some parts of the race, the first part, and I saw this, so it was not a single track, it was in the forest and go and run. So yeah, tomorrow we'll see.
Robert, what do you think?
It's quite a good mix of trails, not only here, but as Paul said, in general races. Yet here in Romania, it's quite specific that there are wild parts, and I'm visualizing the last part of this race, of tomorrow's race, which will be 15 kilometers through cows and through grass. I hope it's cut, the grass is cut, and you feel the smell of the grass and the other smells that are really particular to Bucovina place. You know, when, all the time when I'm on Tour du Mont Blanc, when I'm feeling the particular smell, it's remember me of these lands, which I think it's nice, and it's a little romantic, you know.
So you remember of home, practically. Okay. Our next question, you said about the Tour du Mont Blanc. Everyone here probably knows that UTMB is starting in 1 month, almost. And I wanted to ask you, because this is probably the reason why you have chosen a shorter distance. It's not very short, but a shorter distance for this. So in what stage are you in with your training, and why are you choosing to run 48 and not 110 maybe? Pau, you can go first.
Okay, so honestly, I'm here to share the journey with Pau, as I say to him, and that didn't matter the race that he was entering. I said I will be with him, and of course 48 it means 5 hours and a half, maybe 5 hours, not 10 hours or 12. So much more time for having beers after that, or sleep, or recovery shakes, I think. But in the same time, it can be really difficult, 48 kilometers, if you are starting with very focused and very a good desire to win the race. And if you have a good competition, it can be as damaging as the longer one. So to answer your question, because I'm feeling that I'm avoiding the answers, I'm in the stage of, I think every smart athlete that it's on the start of UTMB has their own objective, so their own time objective. So I always took my last time from UTMB and I try to improve it, and I hope that it will be improved as I improved my last race, which was Lavaredo, and I improved there 30 minutes. So if I'm doing 30 minutes faster the UTMB loop, it will be just as good as Lavaredo. So I think I'm on my schedule with my training. I trained more than ever, but this means not a lot, just a normal amount of training. But in the same time, I'm trying to control the other aspects, like sleep before the race, like nutrition before the race, and my mindfulness before the race.
I wanted to run 88 kilometers, but yeah, I was talking with Azara, the girl that won last year, and she told me, Pau, change the race because it's too hard. So then I asked to Paul that if it was possible to change. He said, yes, you can change because Robert will run the 48. And I say, okay, good change. And yeah, now I'm here for start a block of training to UTMB, so 3 weeks. I will start here, and then the next 3 weeks I will be training a little bit more for UTMB. But tomorrow the plan is run with the rim that Robert wants. I will not push more than he wants. And maybe I will not catch him, so we will see in the race. So yeah, it's part of the training. It's important that, like Robert said, UTMB for us, I think it's the main goal of the year, is where the people want to do a good job because we are professional on this sport. So we have brands behind, and we need to do a good job in the best place, I think, today. And this is part of the training. It's really important, this race for us. So that's why we are here.
Okay, and now we can get into a few questions from you, the fans. We have asked you on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere for questions for these two guys. And for the first one, you are both going to be racing the 48K tomorrow. What part of the race are you looking forward to the most? The long climb to Rarău, or maybe the fast descent from Rung? Pau, I think you're not really familiar, but the fast descent from Rung, you know it already. And yeah, maybe let's start with you.
Today I was in Rarău, and I was with good guides that recommend me push here, run here. The second climb is this one. So the climbs are really, really strong, really hard. And yeah, I don't know. I expect to arrive in the finish line alive, maybe with Robert, if it's possible. And I want to do the last climb tired, because I think that I will think in Paul, and I will say, fuck Paul, why you did it? So I want to have this feeling tomorrow.
The only part that I haven't done yet, it's the climb to Jumalău. And I heard that you need your both hands to do it, free, because you will need to climb it. And of course, I like the last part after Stână, Transrarău sheep yard. It's because it's in the fields with grass, and I think it's the definition of Bucovina when you see the hills with the grass and the sheep.
So our next fan question. You both raced the Rung Challenge 5K today, so you got a little taste of Bucovina. And do you think that Rung Peak's notoriety is well earned?
It was funny because this part, it was really funny. I was running with other Spanish guys, and it was a funny part. So for me, it was not really hard, but because it was breakfast, only 5K, but it was funny. And then the last downhill, I think it worse than the uphill. So the downhill to the finish line, you can remember this downhill after 1 week. So it's fun.
For me, the Rung part, it's a hard part. I have hard memories, and it remembers me of my hard childhood. It's a joke, but I've done it tired after 100 kilometers. I've done it tired after 80 kilometers. I remember I needed a break to have Kimpolung there on the river, and I need the courage to do it. I've done it with one poles, with no poles. I've done it even on the breakfast, which it feels easier, of course.
a simple question with a not so simple answer. How many hours per week do you train?
I don't know. It depends the week, but normally between 24, 25 to 32, more or less. And inside these hours, it's everything. So it's run and cycling also. More or less 70% running, 30% cycling, and then 2-3 hours specific in the gym, strength with a coach. So more or less between this time.
So you are combining running with cycling and the gym as well.
Wow, that's quite serious training. If I combine drinking beers and watching Netflix, I can say I train 20 hours a week. Maybe that's why our objectives are so different in UTMB of the time that you plan. Yeah, for me, it's a good week. It's 20 hours of training, but it will start from now on. I haven't done it yet.
And for our last question, which I hope none of you will have to answer tomorrow, any danger of the road, like bears, what do you suggest? Any danger on the road, like bears, what do you suggest? What do you suggest to do?
Oh, okay. Actually, I met some bears during the races, and they usually are more scared of me because I have a name in their club. They know that I'm running there, so they run from from myself, and they are more cute than the media wanted us to fear of them. Actually, last 2 weeks ago, I met one in my hometown, and it was a puppy bear. But he entered in the woods, and I said, okay, maybe he's going to his mother, and I hurry up and hurry down, and that was it. So the bears are not a danger, in my opinion. The other athletes are.
Pau, what about you?
I have never met them, but if tomorrow I meet them, I will take Robert in front, like this. And Robert, it's your job. I wait here and we will see what happens. So, but in Andorra, we are living in Andorra, and in Andorra the last month we have seen two bears around, but only the food on the roads. The people have not seen it. So, yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Robert have experience. I'm healthy.
That bears were sent from Brașov. They were Romanian spies, and yeah, their reports are back now, and we know how to handle you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you guys. That's it from us. Maybe if anyone in public has any question for Robert or for Pau, I invite them here to the front to ask them.
Okay. So it's a question for both of you guys. All the people who run ultras know that they are a combination of mental power and physical power. So if you found the magic lamp and you were granted one wish, would you choose 10% more mental power or 10% more physical power?
It depends. It depends the distance. If it's long distance, like you run tomorrow, or the people start today, I choose mental. Because after some kilometers you are tired, so you need the mental to do the last climb, because if not, you will not do it. So I would choose it, the mental.
I will say, give me 5 minutes to think about, but it's hard to choose. It depends of the moment of the race, because on the start of the race, you need neither. But after that, after the half of the race, you need both mental and physical power too. But if I need to choose, I think I'm a better mental athlete than physical power, because maybe I'm not training enough. I don't know. So I will choose physical power.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Buenas. ¿Qué tal? Solo hablo español. Pau me va a entender perfectamente y luego pues si le traducís aquí al compañero. Mi pregunta es, ¿qué valoráis más dentro de una carrera o dentro de una organización para que vosotros, indistintamente que tengáis más patrocinios, de que tengáis a lo mejor pues una competición antes o después, sino de la propia organización para decidir para venir, por ejemplo, a hacer esta prueba? ¿Qué es realmente lo que a vosotros os llama la atención? ¿Lo que os han hablado, por ejemplo, Zara de los Salmones? ¿Lo que os hablan los amigos? ¿Lo que esperáis de una prueba, por ejemplo, como esta, que te puede aparecer un oso? Etcétera. ¿Realmente qué os toca la fibra para que decidáis venir a esta prueba? Gracias.
Nu, m-ai pierdut. Deci, ok, las pe fete să ne traducă.
Okay, I'll make a summary of it because it's just too much talk. Basically, what do you value most within the organization when you pick your race, independently on the sponsors that you have or the other things that are valuable for you guys at the competition level? What is the most thing that attracts you within what the organization does?
Thank you very much. Gracias.
¿Entiendes el inglés? No. ¿Entiendes el inglés? Ah, vale. So, for me, it's true that we are professionals, so we need to program the schedule of the year. This is the main reason that's why I'm here, because it was a good race to prepare UTMB, for example. And then obviously I try to do a combination of what is the race, what they have done before, what athletes have run here, and after what they offer to us. If I couldn't come with my girlfriend, I would not be here because I need my girlfriend with me. So that's why I run races sometimes, no? And so it's a combination of everything, but if the race is not good, because we know if the race is good or not, you can see social media, you can see videos, you can ask to other athletes, you are not here. If the race is good, and then you talk with Paul, for example, and you can see really fast that you will be good, so you are here. And also because other professional athletes run the race.
Yeah. For me, it's much more simpler. My wife says we need to go in vacation in Corsica. I choose a race there. I said, okay, it's Corsica in June. We are going in June in Corsica, visit Corsica, make a race, win first place. After that, we are going to visit the trails with her, and that's my one way I do it. The other way I do it, it's I plan my qualifying for UTMB, and I say if Corsica it's not by UTMB race, I need to do another one which I will be in top 3. So I make sure I am going to a race that I will be in top 3, or maybe in top 10, which is Val d'Aran. So these are the two options for me. I prefer the going and seeing the parts, but in the same time I do races here in Romania for training, and I already know what race it's good to grow my training schedule for the next main objective.
Întrebări, dragilor, dacă mai sunt întrebări. Are Robert o întrebare.
Good point. So I want to say congratulations, Matteo, because you've managed really well at this interview. Yeah, good job. And I have one for Pau. And this is, I don't know how many questions I can put him. Really? 5. Okay, so the first one, it's how do you define success in running for you? And if you have a person that you think is successful in this field of running, who is it?
Success. So years ago, for me, I'm honest, success was win, only. I ran races only for win, and it was, yeah, the main reason that I was running. I trained only thinking to win UTMB when I was younger, but today I'm not younger, so I'm older, 32, and today the success is when I wake up every day, sometimes not every day, but normally every day, and I'm thinking, I live in Andorra. It's the place where I wanted to live when I was young. And I'm dedicated my time in the job that I wanted to do. I studied in the university, but I have never worked in engineer, so I'm athlete. And this is success. Then obviously, when I run a race, the success is do my plan of the time and then go and do it. And if I do my time, then I can finish first, second, 10 or 20, no? But I will check the time. I will say, okay, how you did your time, you are like this, and you have to be happy because it was your plan. So that's, for me, the success is this. When I was younger, I was more ambitious, and today maybe I have more head, and I know that the people always, the people will be better than us. Always, some people. You don't know when and where is these people, but some people is better. When I won UTMB, some people was better than me. I was not the best in the world, but I had a good day and I won this race. So I think this mentality for me, it's important to continue running, because if not, you stop, and you can see a lot of athletes that are on the top and then in 2 years disappear for this reason, because it's really complicated to be on the top, because we are a lot of people in the world and we are only one small part, and we can't be always on the top. So. Robert Hajnal. No, I don't have, because maybe I can say one name, and then if I ask him or her, he will say, no, I'm not successful. And maybe we can be wrong about the image, no? About the social media, what Courtney, but Water, yeah, is really good athlete. Is really good. But I don't know if the life of her is, for me, is a success. I don't know if I would like to be Courtney. Maybe yes, but I don't know. So, no, I don't have. I only had one sportist, I don't know if it's in English, one sportist that was Carles Puyol. He was the player in Football Club Barcelona, not because it was the best one of the team, because it was not the best. He wasn't the faster, he wasn't the taller, but he had a bit X, of this. So attitude, always he was fighting, nobody could cross him. Maybe you could, but the ball no. So I think that this attitude can give to you the reason to stand up every day, to wake up every day and train. So.
This is an easy one, because I asked you yesterday, because me and Pau shared 2 podiums together, one in CCC in 2015 and one in Transgran Canaria in 2021, I think. And for me, CCC was the race that I saw that I'm the second youngest from the podium and he was the youngest one. And I say, okay, if this I will stay in the game. I think I will be better and at this. And I asked him, and some people are curious about the answer, which race was for you that you realized that, okay, I think I can be successful in this area of sport?
So the year that you mentioned in CCC was 2015, I think. So 2016, I won the TDS in Mont Blanc. So it was the point that I say, wow, I don't know, I was 7 years less, 25 years old. So with 25 years old, won this race when I start 20 years old. So it was only 5 years after my start. And I thought, okay, maybe if I continue doing good things, I can do a good thing in this sport. But I have never thought about be professional like I can be today. So the TDS in Mont Blanc. But then it's true. I don't know if it's your case, and you can explain. When I start, when I was 20, I start like really normal, buying in Decathlon. I have seen here the Decathlon. No, I went to Decathlon to buy shoes, to buy pants, T-shirt, and one bag, and I went to run. And then after 2 years, I started to run races. I start alone without coach, and in one race, I remember I ran races like 40 kilometers. In one race, maybe the 6 race that I ran, I explode totally. I couldn't run. I was thinking, what is happening? And I started with a coach. So I think after 2 years of experience and then start with a coach, so 3 years more, it was the TDS. So during these 3 years, we were doing small steps. First, we compete in Catalonia, then in Spain, then in CCC. So we wanted to do small steps, and then it's like a game, no? When you are in a game and you cross different levels. So it was the same, and I think this is important. The problem then is when you arrive in the last level, and you have, and then you think that you finish the game, but then you come back 4 levels less, and you have to start again. And you need to know that sometimes these shits happen, and you have to start again. And okay, now you are in the down, and start again step by step, maybe to arrive not in the top, but until the top. No? So I don't know if it's your case, but my career was like this.
Any other questions?
What success does mean to me? I read a book and it says the exactly same thing. If you wake up in the morning and if you are doing what you want to do in that day, I think if you have this freedom, I think you are successful. The highest level of success, in my opinion. But in running, for me, success means to stay consistent and to pass levels, as you say. Maybe one level takes you 2 years, maybe the other level takes you 2 months. And if it's sprinkled with winning races, it's the best recipe for success, I think. And I'm more serious than him. After CCC, he was on my map, my following map, and I know almost everything about him. Not this particular parts, but I'm following him, and I'm taking his times sometime on the checkpoints in Transgran Canaria, a race that he won 4 times, which is amazing in my opinion. I take his times and I say, I can't do this. It's too fast for me, or okay, it's doable. But in the same time, as he said, I know him only by racing him, not by spending time with him. But after having a glass of wine yesterday and after seeing his social media post with coffee, I think we have a lot in common. So he's a person that can inspire. That I want. This I want to, and can be taken as a successful athlete, and I hope as successful father.
Anyone else? If not, we want to wish you both good luck tomorrow morning. It's not a ladies' race, as some people thought of it, and it's tough. You will maybe you will want to quit, and yeah, this is it will be a great adventure. So, Robert, you have already run here twice. You have won twice. But we don't put pressure on you. We just want you both to enjoy the beautiful Bucovina, which is actually why we have created this race, because we've been here. Both my parents were born here, and they see this beauty, and they said, "Wow, we have to make a race here." So good luck, guys, tomorrow. Shake hands. It will be a good race. Yeah.
Thank you, Pau. Thank you, Robert. Very nice tonight. Mulțumim tare mult că ați venit aici.
We gon' break up, then we make up. Act like we're gonna be friends. Flames the fire, take me higher.